Wait, focus so the picture clear, Betty. Hoping that I disappear, but I won't, cause I can't to the bank and the pot is clear. Thank God there's Shakur here. What you think? Don't care. Know that I'm there. Yeah, ranked at the top of there. My nigga, do you really wanna see me close? Fake ass rappers like CB4. No, we don't really wanna see Key though. That's the little nigga wanna see me coast. Right pad, cause I kick ass. Come there fast, be there in a little bit. Nuts got big, transform quick. Now I'm finna spit, then I'm back to a little bitch. Fuck with me, you out your league. This rare breed, best of the best. East to the west, south to the rest. You can invest, just step to the leg. That's your heat, there's no thunder. I don't give a damn what you did last summer. Stunners, run up, get done up to sun up. Spinny little niggas like DJ Turner.
I'm relaxing in my sandals straight. I'm while the candles lit. No, you can't handle it. True. And no, I'm not impressed. I feel like I'm the best. And yes, I'm talking to you.
Get ugly, knowing you can't fuck with me. Gotta do what I gotta do. Verbal bullets, I pop a few. You offended, I'm talking to. They don't really wanna see shot. Going black when I rap, I'm a clap in the beatbox. Other fellas like a weak block. Shoot a bullet and it fall to the ground when you heat drop. Ain't no competition we got. Better duck when I ride, punch lines like a T5. Give me high in the treetop. I'm making love to the beat like the track got a G-spot. And I'm chewing every MC, yo. Try to run with them, but they can't keep up, bruh. What you wanna face me for? Knowing that I'm nice and I can't beat you. And the nigga feel it better than me. Got any beats and turn on my valve. Show a nigga that I'm dope like speed or coke. You get your overdose on my style. One of the best, so I make dough. Killing the niggas who really can't flow. Moving the crowd when I say so. Try to be me, but you can't.
What's happening with it? Yeah, let's get it in. Salute to everybody in the building. Teach in the building. What's happening with it? G-Man in the building. What it do? Cassandra Mason in the building. The queen has arrived. Swat Jones, what it do? Yes, sir. Omega Red, what's happening with it, Big Omega? Yeah, and salute, and Swat Jones, salute to Mill City Boxing, man. Probably, if not my favorite channel, definitely one of them, man. Mill City putting it down. So always show love for the ones that's really, really putting in that work like that. With great content. Man. Jeremy Austin, what's happening with it? What it do? Yeah, we got a lot. We got a little bit to cook on. I ain't gonna be on here too long, So when you come in the building, smash on the like button, and let's get into it. Let's get into some of this talk. We turn the background down a little bit. Yeah, Swat Jones, Mill City, man. Definitely one of the dopest channels out here, man. Like I said, I'm a fan, and plus, that's my dog. But I always give props where props is due. Javon, what it do? Daryl Moore, what's happening with it? Salute. Yeah, man. Oh man, a lot of it's been a lot of crying going on, man. Why Floyd had to come out and say what he said? Why did Floyd have to come out and say that, man? Come on, Omega. You know what I'm talking about. You know how these niggas get to crying, and man, we gonna talk about it. Plus, I got some more content coming out too after I do the live stream that I want to cook on, but I want to do a video about it because Gary Antoine Russell on Devin Haney helmet. So I definitely want to talk about that. But like I said, I'm going to do a video on that. So make sure y'all go check that out when I drop that. But hey, and you know what's crazy to me is that the diehard Devin Haney fan base, they talk shit about Gervonta Davis's fan base. And then Tank fan base, they talk shit about Devin Haney fan base, but all of y'all is the same. Not every single individual. Let's get that straight. But I'm talking about as a group, as a whole. All of y'all be doing the same shit. All of y'all be crying. Soon as somebody say something about your fighter that you don't know. We already got one in here right now. He's so mad that Floyd made. Look. I'm going to show y'all what I'm talking about. I don't just say stuff to say it. These are true things that we all see. Now, you can either choose to be a part of the crybaby fanatic fan base, or you can just be a normal boxing fan, right? This is an example right here of what I'm talking about. This man came in here, or boy, or whatever, you know, what's happening with it, knockout? Hey, so this dude came in here. We didn't even start talking about the situation yet, right? His first words was, F Shakur, Tank will rock the ninja's jaw. Now, this is what I'm talking about. Obviously, he's very angry. He's very mad and angry because Floyd Mayweather said that. We heard what Floyd said, man. That's Floyd's opinion. If Floyd thinks that Shakur is more skillful than Gervonta Davis, and if Floyd is going to favor Shakur, that is Floyd's prerogative. I'm not going to cry because Leonard Ellaby gets on there and says that Tank over everybody, Tank going to beat everybody. What am I going to cry about it for? You know, wouldn't it be crazy if everybody in boxing thought the same and everybody thought that everybody picked one boxer? This is what everybody's supposed to do, I guess. You pick one boxer and everybody is supposed to say that boxer beats everybody, and nobody is supposed to debate it. Nobody is supposed to, I guess that's what y'all want, right? But yeah, salute to my man, Mill City, man. Like I said, man, it ain't no problem about it. Let's just keep it real, man. Mill City putting in the best work on this YouTube thing. You know what I'm saying? A lot of motherfuckers, they don't be wanting to show love, and they head big and all of that, man. Mill City, he the one that's really putting on. Real talk. Everybody getting content from Mill City Boxing. So, you know, and that's real talk. But yeah, man, it's like people crazy, man. People crazy. It's been a whole lot of crying going on. I mean, if I scroll down my Twitter, or X, they call it now, ain't nothing but Tank fans crying. Mayweather hating on Tank, and man, he ain't. Then you go to YouTube, ain't nothing but Tank fans crying. You go to Facebook groups, ain't nothing but Tank fans crying. When is the crying gonna stop, y'all? You want to beat everybody up that don't think that Gervonta Davis is the best fighter at 135? Y'all gonna fight everybody in the world. Y'all want to go out and try to fight everybody in the world that don't think that Gervonta Davis is the best? Fight me then. I don't think that Tank Davis is the best fighter at 135. I think Shakur Stevenson is better than Gervonta Davis. I think that Tank Davis is right behind Shakur. But I think that they both need to get in the ring and fight each other for me to be able to prove my point, or for me to be proved wrong. But see, y'all don't want to, y'all ain't about that. And I'm talking about the crybabies. If you're not a crybaby fan, don't put yourself in this category. Well, you don't have to put you are the ones that I'm talking to, like this say, hold on.
You fellas are proud of me. It's finna get ugly. Knowing you can't fuck with me. Gotta do what I gotta do. Verbal bullets, I pop a few. You offended, I'm talking to. They don't really wanna see shot. Going plat when I rap, I'm a clap in the beatbox. Other fellas like
I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. See, what I should do is go down the comments that I made, the video that I made, and let y'all and read some of the comments of the niggas, the grown men that's crying up under my comments. Is that what y'all really want? Y'all want to y'all really want everybody to say that your favorite fighter is unbeatable. Josh Gallimore, what it do? You going to the Tank fight? Josh, let me know if you're gonna be in the building. We definitely gonna have to link up. We're gonna have some face-to-face debates. Knockout say people really mad that someone thinks Shakur is more skilled. Everyone ain't going to agree with y'all, man. Key, can we still be cool? Yeah, he said, Key, can we still be cool? Because you know, and I did because you know you and I disagree on this topic. Yeah, like why are y'all so mad? Like, oh man, he a bitch ass nigga, and man, fuck that nigga, and, bro, because somebody doesn't think your favorite fighter can beat the next fighter. It ain't that serious. Like, would boxing even be worth talking about if there was really, really one superhero, right? Because y'all new fans, like, it's a new type of man now. Like, the era that I came up with, we didn't act like y'all. And then it's bad because some of y'all grown old ass men act like that. You know, and boxing wouldn't even be worth talking about if there was actually one superhero in boxing that just can beat everybody, and there wasn't no question to it. Why can't y'all understand that if two A+ level fighters get in the ring, anybody can lose? Yes, I think that Shakur Stevenson is the best fighter at 135 pounds. Yes, I do think that he could beat Gervonta Davis, but I also know in the back of my mind that it's a possibility, a good possibility that he can lose to Gervonta Davis. Just because I say it don't mean it's law. Just because y'all say it don't mean it's law. Josh Gallimore, he disagreed with me. But I guarantee you deep down inside of Josh Gallimore, he knows it's a possibility that Shakur Stevenson can beat Gervonta Davis. And if you say that it's not a possibility, you either don't know shit about boxing or you're just telling the flat out lie. Or you just one of these delusional fans, like we saw a lot of the Devin Haney fans was like that. They still like that. They still in denial. And you think that your favorite fighter is a superhero and they can't lose. Regis Burke says, we need PBC to allow Tank off the porch, man. We're going to talk about it, man. We going to talk about it. George Winbush says, I love Shakur from my hometown, Newark, New Jersey, the Bricks. Yeah, Shakur, man, it's a lot of fighters in boxing that I like, right? Shakur is a fighter that I like. I like his skill set. I think that, he's an A++ level fighter. But then there's other fighters in boxing that I like really, really fuck with like that. Like Deontay Wilder, Errol Spence, Gary Russell Jr. And salute to Mill City, man. He had my man Gary Russell Jr. on there. Gary Antoine Russell. Like, I really fuck with them. Like, I'm going to ride with them no matter what. But at the end of the day, when I talk boxing, I'm not fanned out. Like, I'm not finna give you no bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we were to talk about Shakur Stevenson going up to 140 pounds, right? And I'm just making an example, right? If we were to talk about Shakur Stevenson going up to 140 pounds and fighting Subriel Matisse, I would tell y'all that that's a very dangerous fight that I wouldn't bet on. I wouldn't bet on that fight. I'll bet on him beating Tank. Whatever money you want to put up, I'll bet on that. But something like that. So I don't think the fighters that I think highly of inside the ring are superheroes. I like Jaron Ennis. I don't see nobody beating Jaron Ennis at 147 or 154, including Bud Crawford. But like I said, I mean, that's just my opinion. Toya Shell says Shakur don't have all the tools like Tank. Shakur trash. He's a runner. You don't know shit about boxing. Like when you hear comments like that, like these are the type of fans that I'm talking about. Somebody like Toya Shell that I don't give a damn if you're a woman, you don't know shit about boxing, right? Cassandra Mason, she's a woman and she knows a lot about boxing. But somebody like Toya Shell, I understand you know, you in your feelings, but you already came out. Shakur, how is Shakur better than Tank? To me, if you ask me, he's better than Tank in a lot of ways and skills. Do you know more than Floyd Mayweather? That's what I'm saying. Like, you get these fans that get upset and they want to argue. What are your boxing credentials? Have you ever been inside the ring? Did you box amateur? Have you ever trained a fighter? Have you ever been a world champion? Like, come on, man. We talking to people that don't have no boxing credentials. People that watch a TikTok video of a highlight and think that they know everything about boxing. Like, for somebody to even get mad at Floyd Mayweather, one of the greatest fighters, if not the greatest fighter of all time, telling you, look, man, hey, when it comes to skills, I think that Shakur Stevenson is by far the most skillful fighter in the division, in around 135 to 140. Yes, Shakur Stevenson. Y'all mad that he said that? And he says, well, Tank is the biggest puncher for sure. But when it comes to Shakur, without a doubt, he is the most skillful fighter. But what y'all really got mad at, right? Right? What y'all really got mad at is because he told y'all skills pay the bills. Now, if you can point out where he lied, then we could have a conversation, but you can't point out where he lied because skills pay the bills. Now, nobody never said that Gervonta Davis don't have skills. Yeah, Tank got skills, but I've also seen Tank be in fights to where, you know, you could say that he was getting outboxed and then he got a knockout. We've seen that happen. We've seen that happen. But like I said, I mean, it's not hard. We know Shakur Stevenson wants to fight the best fighters, just like Floyd Mayweather said. Y'all get mad if you want to. I don't give a damn. We know Shakur wants to fight the best. He wants all the smoke. We know that Gervonta Davis is the fighter that has the most popularity, that sells the most. He's the A side, and the ball is in his court. So, you know, we still got to see what Shakur do. But if Tank want that fight, it don't really matter at the end of the day. Tank is going to come out and let it be known and call for the fight. Omega Red says a lot of people repeat what they heard. They don't have their own minds. We know that. Swat Jones said, T say, how do you win a boxing match, Toya? What kind of question is that? Like, bro, it's but see, and I don't mean to point her out. She's just the comment that I saw. But you get a lot of comments like that. Oh man, he's trash. He's running. And those are the people that now in boxing, unfortunately, have the biggest mouths and they stand out the most. And they're all on social media every day. You go to Twitter, that's all you see. People that don't know shit about boxing, they see a 10 or 15 second clip of a fight, and then they'll go, oh man, he's trash, man. And then they go. The biggest thing that's wrong in boxing now, since YouTube and content creators took over, and I'm a content creator myself, but I'm gonna tell y'all the biggest problem in what I've seen change. Before, you had people that actually were credentialed to talk about boxing, analysts and just people that really was inside the sport of boxing. Now you got a whole bunch of fucking fans that run around saying dumb ass shit that have a bunch of sheep following them, repeating dumbass shit that they say. And that population is much bigger than the population of actual fight fans that know boxing, that know how to break down boxing, that really, really study this shit, and that's really in it. So you know what I'm saying? It's crazy, man. But if we really want to get deep into the Gervonta Davis conversation, y'all would really say that I'm hating. You know what I'm saying? Because one thing that boxing fans, when they fanatics of a fighter that they don't like the truth. And yeah, man, ain't nobody never knocked Shakur. I mean, nobody's never knocked Gervonta Davis's skill set. Nobody never said that he don't have skills. I've never said that. What Floyd Mayweather said is that Gervonta Davis is the biggest puncher, and Shakur Stevenson is by far the most skillful fighter. And if you look at the history, skills pay the bills. Skills pay the bills, man. And not to say that fight is gonna come down to a lot of things. I'm gonna tell y'all like this. If Shakur Stevenson gets in the ring and he has any type of fear of Tank, he'll lose. Because that means his mental ain't all the way there. That means that Tank has took him out of his game, right? But if he get in there confident and like, man, I'm better than this dude. I'm going to show everybody out he's not fucking with me. If he get in there and he really believes and feels what he says, he going to get in there and he going to beat Tank. And I truly believe that. Now, as far as Gervonta Davis, if Gervonta Davis get in there and he, is kind of nervous, like, man, I ain't never been in the ring with nobody like Shakur. I know the skills that he have and he's nervous. Shakur gonna get in there and school him. But if he get in there and he hella confident, like, man, I don't give a fuck what he's doing. I'm fucking him up. And then Shakur got that same mindset. We're gonna get a great fight. It's gonna be a chess match. It's gonna be a brawl at times. It's gonna be all of that. We're gonna get a great fight. And that's what you see when you see two A+ high class level fighters, and that's what both of those fighters are. But a clown motherfucker that just watch TikTok videos and think that they know boxing and really don't know shit about boxing, they'll tell you that, oh man, all Shakur does is run. He's trash, and he needs to rematch Edwin De Los Santos and this and like, come on, man. And it's crazy because it's so much of that shit that you hear in boxing nowadays. It's nuts. Josh Gallimore says, you right, ETB. I genuinely believe Tank beat Shakur, but there's always a chance any fight Shakur can win. And if he does, he gets all my respect. He says, I just don't see it happening. Yeah, I don't see Tank beat him. I broke that down. And Josh Gallimore, you can't put $500 on Tank until Tank is willing to take that fight. And then if Tank gets past Frank Martin and he's not pushing for a fight with Shakur Stevenson, I don't want to hear y'all move the goalposts and make excuses and, well, man, Ryu beat Pitbull Cruz or Pitbull Cruz, man, and Tank, man, that's a rematch because people said that. Man, I don't want to hear none of that shit, man. We got to stop doing that. We got to stop making excuses for Gervonta Davis because there's a lot of that shit be going on too. Man, why y'all want to see, man, such and such ain't falling over? No. It takes time to go out here and fight these top level, A-class level fighters, and everybody know who they are. It's that time, bro. You can't be 30 years old and like I said, I'm not shitting on the Frank Martin fight. That's why I said if he gets past Frank Martin. But he went long enough with fighting those, they weren't A level, them like C and B level fighters. And for those who want to come in here, man, Shakur ain't who is Shakur fault? Because I already know, man, y'all are like, I'm the master and y'all the puppets because I already know what you're gonna say. I know how to make you say some shit. So let's answer that, because that's the first thing you always hear when you start talking about Gervonta Davis, even if it doesn't even have nothing to do with Tank and Shakur. First thing y'all say is, man, but Shakur ain't, who has Shakur fault? Nobody has never said that Shakur fought an opponent on the level of Tank. Nobody's never said that. But also, I've always pointed out that Shakur has actually really, really tried to fight all of these fighters. We seen what happened when Shakur was in the WBC, was number one at the WBC, and he had to go down the list, and everybody was like, nope. And he ended up with Edwin De Los Santos. We've seen Shakur try to get all these fights. We've seen him be vocal and try to get all these fights. Now, I know what y'all, oh man, it's one thing with saying you want to fight somebody. We know all that bullshit just y'all say, right? But it's funny because when it comes to Tank, y'all don't say that. And Tank is really the fighter, one of the only fighters in boxing that has the keys in his hands to where he can really, really make shit happen. Where fighters will jump through loops to get a fight with Tank. He one of the only few boxers in boxing that can do that. Well, if y'all say that he running his own career, because that's what y'all wanted to say. Y'all said he was running his own career. Y'all said Tank does whatever he wants to do. Big Dog Willie, what's happening with it? Salute. Yeah, the Tank fans is crying, dude. And I don't understand how some of y'all Gervonta Davis fans can talk about other fan bases, because y'all do more crying. And I'm not talking about everybody, but I'm talking about the majority, the masses of y'all do more crying than anybody. Anytime y'all hear anything about Tank, if you say, man, you know what? I think such and such beats Tank. I think that, it'll be a good fight, but I think, he'll outbox Tank. Oh, man, you hating on Tank. Man, all y'all do is hate on Tank, man. Bitch ass nigga hating on Tank. How is that hating on Tank because you say that somebody else you believe can beat Tank? It's crazy. Yeah, y'all smash the like button. We know they ain't here hating, bro. That's hating. You know what I'm saying? When you get mad because somebody ain't agreeing with you. See, if I wanted to be on some fake shit, because see, this is what a lot of motherfuckers do on YouTube. They'll get a fighter and stick to a fighter because they know that fighter have a huge fan base. I could be on some fake shit and pretend like that I think Tank is better than everybody, and I think Tank fucks up Shakur, and have motherfuckers foaming at the mouth waiting for me to come out with some Tank shit so they can hear what they want me to say about Tank. But I'm just keeping it real with y'all. Exactly, Stunner Breezy. Everybody talk that big shit about Shakur, but don't nobody want to get in the ring against him. If he's so sorry and everybody talking shit, go and take that WBC strap he got there. See, that's the thing, man. A lot of people talk shit, but when you put the bifocals on and you really look in the situation, they don't really believe what they saying. Because the last time I checked, when a fighter is that garbage, when the fighter ain't that good, they fool to everybody. Everybody lining up trying to take their strap. Everybody lining up trying to get at him. When Rolly had that belt, everybody lining up to try to get Rolly's strap. We can even go back when motherfucking Jeff Horn had that strap at 147. Everybody was lining up trying to take his shit. Shit, even right now, everybody want to fight Pitbull. But when you really like that, Motherfuckers will say a whole bunch of shit like, oh man, we'll do this and we'll do that. And then it's always crickets when shit get real. Stephen Williams said he said the same thing about Haney. Who is he? Who is he? Because if you talking about me, you a motherfucking lie. And everybody on here watching me know you're lying. And if you're talking about Floyd Mayweather, Floyd never said that Devin Haney was more skillful than Tank. So you another lie. So with whoever you talking about, if it ain't nothing, if it ain't nobody in the chat, you're lying. Reyes NY76, he says, these the same people that think Jake Paul is a real boxer, for real. It's real talk. Josh Gallimore says Shakur is highly skilled, but it's mainly the competition in front of him that make him look like that. I believe Tank is more skilled and Shakur more tools. Okay, so see, I didn't even want to get into that conversation, but since you said it, right? Since you said it, we're going to get into that conversation, Josh Gallimore. And I might even drop a link. I don't want to be on here for too long, but I don't really want to get off on you like that and then not drop a link and let you get your rebuttal in, right? But I don't know if I do want to drop a link, because I know if I do drop a link, then we're gonna be on here. But so I'm gonna tell you like this, okay? I'm gonna drop a link. I ain't gonna be no asshole like that, right? I'm gonna drop a link and I'm gonna let a few of y'all get your shit off. But this is the thing: we can't be long-winded, and if I might shut it down, because like I said, I can't be on here for too long today. LeVar Cooper, what's happening with it, homie? Salute. Val Henderson, what's happening with it? Tune, what it do? C and B level people that went on to be champions. I think you stating a comment that I made about Shakur. I mean about Tank. Well, I mean, we've seen a lot of C and B level fighters be champions. Unfortunately, today in boxing, just because you're a champion don't mean a whole lot like it used to be. They passing out belts like they fucking free cups of water. They passing out belts in boxing like they free cups of water. Julius Ndongo was a champion. Was he not a C-level fighter? I can name you a bunch of fighters that were C-level fighters that was champions. Everybody that Adrian Broner ever beat at 135 pounds, 140 pounds, he beat somebody, right? I think he beat Akhmadar or whatever that dude name was. Everybody that AB beat was C and B level fighters. So what you talking about? And he a 4th division champion. I mean, come on, bro. We don't, you got to remember, y'all got to remember, no matter what the hell y'all think, y'all talking to somebody that really knows boxing, that really know the history, that can really dig deep when you want to get in them conversations. So yeah, I said what I said. He's, I'm not saying that Tank he's only fought Rudy Poos. No, he didn't fought some solid competition. He's fought solid competition, but he's never fought the best competition in no weight division that he's been in. And if you want to say, well, Shakur has it, once again, Shakur has not been in the position that Gervonta Davis is in. Shakur has called for the best. He can't help it if these guys don't want to fight him. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. Dankfather said he ain't human, he don't bleed. Right. And as far as Gervonta Davis versus Loma, right? I'm gonna tell you my stance on that, Josh Gallimore. I don't even want that fight because I think that Tank knocks him out. I don't think and the reason I don't want that fight is because Lomachenko was calling for that fight years ago when Loma was still, towards in his prime. When Gervonta Davis, he was still a champion. He was still knocking shit out like he is now. Loma was calling for that fight then. I'm not going to get into the back and forth of why we didn't get the fight, but all we know is we didn't get the fight. I don't want to see the fight now. Now you might say, well, if Shakur gets the fight, you ain't going to complain. The only reason I would want to see Shakur fight Vasyl Lomachenko is because Shakur is still in the stage of his career to where he needs the big name on his resume. That's the only reason I would even entertain the fight with Shakur, because I know Shakur gonna beat the shit out of Loma, but it's a big name that he needs on his resume in order for people to go and look and say, okay, well, he did beat Loma. Gervonta Davis don't need that right now in order to get other big fights. Tank Davis, he do need names on his resume, but he don't need nobody like he doesn't need a name per se just to be able to get big fights, because he is the dude that could get any fight pretty much that he wants. Shakur's not in the same position as Gervonta Davis. And people know that, they see that, but people don't want to admit that. So let's talk about the competition, right? When you said Josh Gallimore and them, I'll drop the link if you want to grab the link, right? Hold on, let me drop the link real quick. I want to cook on what you said, because we're gonna get some straightening in here. Now, you said that Shakur is skillful, but you believe that he looks like he does because of the competition that he's fighting. Well, he only can fight the competition that's willing to fight him. Now, since you said that, and I know that Gervonta Davis is your favorite fighter, we can definitely say that about Tank until he proves us wrong. Because one thing about Tank I know is that he's fought all of the same style fighters. Whether they were tall or short, they were all fighters that was defensively, they didn't have no defense. You know what I'm saying? They weren't very efficient, or how you say it, efficient on defense, right? Most of all of them, not even most, all of them was flat-footed, come-forward fighters. Fighters that were tailor-made for him to look good against. All of them was. So you can't sit up here and talk to me telling me about Shakur looks how he looks because of his competition, but not say the same shit about Gervonta Davis. Because we can say that shit, because if we're going to say that about Shakur, we definitely can say that about Gervonta Davis. The same thing. Every fighter the blueprint, we got a plan for Tank. Every fighter that they put in front of him have been fighters that they scouted out, and they fighters that are tailor-made for Gervonta. If you got a skill set like Tank Davis and you have the power that Tank Davis does, and you fighting somebody that's going to stand right in front of you that don't have good defense, 9.5 times out of 10, you knocking them the fuck out. And that's what we see with Tank. That's why I like the Frank Martin fight, because he brings a different level than any of the other competition that Tank has fought. Hey, before I bring you up, turn your camera on real quick in the background just so I can make sure, you ain't no troll. You turn it on and off real quick just so I can make sure you ain't no troll. Because a lot of people be making fake accounts, and as soon as you pull them up, they want to pull the dang-a-lang out or something and just do weird shit. So yeah, in the background, once again, if you want me to pull you up, turn your camera on real quick in the background so I can make sure that you're not a troll. Okay. Anyway, he says, so Barrios fights like Pitbull. Bro, you name one opponent out of how many opponents have Tank fought? And at that point in time, bro, if you really want to talk about Barrios' tune, see, You forgetting you talking to him. When it comes to this shit, bro, you really talking to one of them. If you really want to talk about Barrios, right? At 140 pounds at that time, Barrios killed himself to make that weight because he already had announced that he's moving up to 147. Barrios already had got the shit beat out of him. Watch, hold on. I can't think of the dude's name. Hold on. Now, this is what we gonna do. Yeah, yep. There he is right here. There him go right here. Okay. So, okay. Bet. Salute.
What's up, bro?
What's happening with you? So, I'm gonna put you on mute real quick because I'm cooked. I'm right in the middle of a point. So, now, does anybody know who Akhmadov is? I'm gonna show y'all him. This guy right here, Akhmadov. 10 wins, 3 losses, Akhmadov. At the time when he fought Mario Barrios, he was, I believe, 6-0 or 7-0. He fought Mario Barrios. Now, for the ones who saw this fight, know exactly what I'm talking about. Maybe a lot of people ain't seasoned and don't watch boxing like I do, but I remember, true story, on my kids, I remember I bet on this fight. You remember Mario Barrios, they was trying to push him at one point in time on PBC when he was like a 140-pound regular champion. He ended up fighting this guy, Akhmadov from the Ukraine. This guy at the time only had like 6 or 7 fights at the most. He beat the dog shit out of Mario Barrios. Now, I remember this fight vividly because I bet on Mario Barrios and I had Mario Barrios on a parlay ticket that I put together. And Mario Barrios was the last fighter on that ticket that I needed to win. And I'm watching the fight and I watched Mario Barrios get the dog shit beat out of him in that fight. That's the fight where Mario Barrios' eye was swole like this fucking big where you couldn't even see Mario Barrios. He looked like a complete different person in that fight. I'm talking about he clearly got the shit beat out of him. Mario Barrios might have won 1 or 2 rounds that whole fight. One of the biggest robberies I've ever seen in boxing. And then, so, with the parlay that I had, I was pissed. I'm cussing this shit because I'm like, man, this bitch done fucked up my parlay, and then they announced that Mario Barrios won. And I'm like, God damn, he won? Now, I won money. I think I won like over $2,000 on that parlay that night. That's why I remember that fight. But I was in shock because I know that Akhmadov got robbed and Mario Barrios got his ass beat. Well, after that, Mario Barrios talked about how difficult it was for him to make the weight and he was killing himself. And then a little bit after that, he got the call to fight Gervonta Davis. He fought Tank. Of course, he's going to accept it because it's money, man. These dudes will do anything for money. Now, in training camp, when Mario Barrios was in training camp, my guy, Stay Ready Boxing, was going to the training camp with Mario Barrios, seeing him train in Houston. And he told me, he said, Mario Barrios, because at first, him and 503 Lion was picking Mario Barrios to beat Tank. And I was telling them, y'all out your fucking mind, Tank is going to beat the shit out of Mario Barrios. He's going to stop Mario Barrios. I just seen Mario Barrios get his ass beat by Akhmadov that had 6 fights. Ain't no way Mario Barrios going to be. And me and them was going back and forth. And I'm going to get to my point. We was going back and forth, right? And we made a bet on that fight. I think we bet like $100. Well, I remember being on the plane and before I got on the plane, I think 503 Line hit me up and he said, the bet is off. And I said, well, why is the bet off? He says, well, because Stay Ready and us, we've been seeing Mario Barrios in training camp and he's done. He through. He's cooked. He been getting his ass beat in sparring like he ain't going to be able to make this weight healthy. He can't make 140. He too big. He's cooked. Now, he going to fight with Tank. What a lot of people don't know, Tank put a rehydration clause on him. I know y'all don't want to hear this. Tank put a rehydration clause on him. Now, when you saw that fight, what did we see in that fight? We saw Mario Barrios putting hands on Tank. He gave Tank his toughest fight to date. Mario Barrios is the fighter that made Floyd Mayweather get up on the canvas and tell Tank that he was down. Floyd Mayweather was pacing back and forth, scared that Tank was going to lose that fight. Then we seen Tank turn it on, but we also saw Mario Barrios fade. And what did Mario Barrios get stopped with? He got stopped with a body shot. Now we know when you're drained and you can't properly rehydrate, you can't take body shots like that. So that's just, the backstory to that whole situation. Now, he did what he did against Mario Barrios, but also I've seen somebody else before Tank Davis beat the shit out of Mario Barrios. So we know that dude, Akhmadov, he's not better than Tank. I know he ain't better than Tank. That dude ain't nowhere near on the level of a Gervonta Davis, but he beat Mario Barrios. So what I'm saying is that let's not try to act like at the time that Gervonta Davis fought Mario Barrios was really like that. He was a solid fighter. Now, I believe that Mario Barrios, ever since he's got a chance to move up in weight to 147, he's looking a lot better. Because Mario Barrios is 6'1". I think he like 6'1", 6 foot. Y'all gonna tell me it ain't fucking taxing on? Yeah, here it is. Mario Barrios 6'1". You gonna tell me it's easy for him to make 140 pounds and then not be able to rehydrate all the way up? Come on, man. It's just he took that fight as a money grab. That was a money grab. We see fighters do that shit all the time. We seen Kovalev take a fight against Canelo Alvarez after he had just been in a fucking tough ass fight 5 weeks before against Anthony Yarde, and then Kovalev told y'all, if y'all thought I was gonna win that fight, you was crazy. It was for the money. So, I'm not saying that to shit on Tank Davis, but I'm saying that we got to stop glorifying some of these victories, man. We got to stop glorifying some of these victories. So, Tank haven't fought the best yet. Shakur haven't fought the best yet. But like I said, I can say that Shakur has tried to fight the best. He's tried to. That's all you can do. You can't make fighters get in the ring with you if they don't want to fight you. What can you do? Tank has the ability to be like, oh, these dudes want to fight Tank because all these other guys that a lot of them don't even think they could beat Tank, but they want to fight him. Why you think Hector Luis Garcia moved up from 130 to 135? You think he really thought he could beat Tank? Or did he want that payday? I don't know. So it's crazy. TM says Barrios Tank fight was close. Tank clutched it up in the 12th round. I think Tank stopped him in the 11th with the body shot. I think Tank stopped him in the 11th, but I believe that a large part of that stoppage was because Barrios, he gassed out, man. He was drained. Is it going to be the same fight if they fought at 147? No. It ain't going to be that fight ain't going to look the exact same. It's going to be a much different fight. So that shit all plays a part. Toon says, so when Tank stops Shakur with the body shot, will he be drained? I mean, we can say if I get up from this desk and start flying with wings right now, I mean, what does if mean? Like that's like, we're talking of reality, right? We're talking about reality. We're not talking about if, because I could say, well, if Shakur outboxed Tank for 12 straight rounds and Tank don't land a punch on him, like, what does that even mean, bro? Like, that don't, what I'm saying? We got to talk. Let's talk with reality. Let's speak from reality. We talking about not if. That's make-believe shit until it happens. But anyway, Val, what's happening with you? Oh, let me take you off mute. You good?
What's going on, brother?
What's happening? What's happening?
That man, a lot of uninformed people keep coming for my guy. You know what I'm saying? Don't really know this game. I understand, because when you got two different kind of fans, like you were saying earlier. You got the fans that know this game, a fan that used to participate in this game, and then you just got the casual fans that really don't know nothing about boxing.
Right.
Just somebody knocking somebody out. That's boxing in it to them. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, but I truly always believe, man, that Shakur is a more skillful fighter than Tank Davis. Because if Tank Davis could do something about eating them punches that he eat, he would do something about it. So he lucky he got that equalizer to put a person out there. Because if he don't have that equalizer, it's a lot of fights that he lose that they have to go 12 rounds. You know what I'm saying? So, I just want to see the fight, man. Shakur been calling for the fight, and the credit that he don't get, when Shakur first come to 35, he was knocking on everybody's door for his first fight. So he ended up getting Yoshino. And then after that, he was knocking on doors after that fight. And no one wants to answer the door. So you can't keep talking about Shakur, because if he trash like that, go ahead and watch him and get him out the way, and we won't even be talking about him no more. But it's a reason why you ain't getting up in that ring, because you don't want to chance that zero. And that's everybody that ain't getting in that ring with him. But he willing to put his zero on the line, But they ain't going to put theirs on the line. So I just think he's a better fighter, man, because I think he's brighter. I think he loved his game, like really, really loved his game. In his heart, in his mind, and in his soul. This boxing is him, I think Tank found out something that he has with that neutralizer, and Floyd got with him and made him a cash cow. And I think that's where his mindset at is when it's come to boxing, because that's how Floyd moved him as a cash cow. Floyd wasn't trying to get Tanks no top flight fights. If you're making a guy a cash cow, you're going to feed him. You know what I'm saying? You're going to feed him. You ain't trying to get nothing in there challenging, because the more wins he accumulate, the more knockouts he accumulate, the more the purse go up. So, that ain't just on Tank. That's just how he was moved in this game, like that. And so when you're trying to develop and make a cash cow, you're gonna feed him food. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna give him nothing that can be challenging. But now he's at the point, like this Frank Martin fight. Like, hey, this, I mean, you might want to say 55-45, but to me, it's kind of 50-50, man. I was looking at Frank Martin fights today. All his fights, all the clippings of his fights. I watched about 10 of his fights today, man. And I don't think the dude's scared. I think the dude gonna come, for that noise. I don't think the dude has the IQ of Tank, but I believe that he has enough IQ that Tank just can't be careless in there. He got enough about him like that. Tank definitely can't be careless and fight a careless fight. And I think Frank Martin listens to his corner just as well as Tank listens to his. And I believe that Derrick James has enough experience to see something. And if Martin carry out what he sees, I think he can really benefit from that right there, But I just don't believe the dude is shook. I believe the dude realized that this is an opportunity for him. He's grateful to have this opportunity. And I think the dude trying to make the best of it, because that dude knows it's about to change his life if he come away with a victory in that fight.
Yeah, man. That's another thing. That's why I said is people overlook in the title. I said, is everybody overlooking Frank? Because people, like, I've seen this growing up with Mike Tyson. Gervonta Davis has that Mike Tyson effect on people where they just want to look over everything. They think he's like a superhero and he's untouchable because he's able to knock everybody out. Right. And they look past the flaws that we see. I see flaws in Tank.
Yeah. Oh man, I see a bunch of them. Yeah.
So when I say that, I without it, see, I'm not a fool. I'm not gonna. I told everybody. I said, if Shakur and Tank fight, let me know what type of money you want to put on it.
Right.
I'm not saying that. I don't bet when it comes to money. I don't bet money just because I like somebody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I've studied hours and hours of film on Gervonta Davis.
Mm-hmm.
I know the flaws that he has.
Mm-hmm.
So it's people think that he's a superhero because most boxing fans, they just so in awe of a fighter that can get knockouts.
Right.
Then they look over other shit.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And he got big defensive flaws for sure.
Big defensive flaws. Yeah.
Y'all don't get mad at it. He has big defensive flaws.
Yeah, real big.
And another thing is, like I said, the style of fighters that he been in the ring with, they haven't been able to exploit certain little things that I see.
Mm-hmm.
Because he has been matched perfectly. You know what I'm saying? He's been matched against fighters that if you have the power, the speed, right, and explosiveness, right, with the boxing skills that Gervonta Davis have, you're gonna stand in front of him and you don't have no defense yourself, he's going to knock you out because he's gonna eventually catch you.
Yep.
Shit that you don't see because he know you're gonna make a mistake.
Yep.
And then it's gonna be good night. But when you talk about fighting A+ level fighters and A level fighters like Shakur, those type of fighters are not gonna make the same mistakes that a Rolly make or
Ryan Garcia.
Ryan Garcia, or all of these other fighters that don't have nowhere near the skill level of a fighter like Shakur, or even a fighter like Frank Martin.
Right.
Those type of fighters, when you get to that level, you can't depend on that because they're not finna make those mistakes. You're not gonna see a Shakur Stevenson throw four right hands in a row like Leo Santa Cruz did and leave his fucking whole face wide open. They don't make mistakes like that.
Nah, bro.
You know what I'm saying? That's what people don't understand. People don't understand, man, that they don't know boxing at all.
Right.
They definitely don't know boxing when it comes down to two A+ level fighters in the ring with each other.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's why Floyd, he tells you that skills pay the bills.
Yes.
When you get in a fight like that, when you can't catch a fighter making a huge mistake to where you can catch them and just knock them out because they're not defensively responsible. They make mistakes. When you can't do that, now it's going to come down to the IQ.
Yes.
And who has the better skill set inside of that ring.
Right. Yes, sir.
Shit. Julio Cesar Chavez was a much harder puncher than Pernell Whitaker.
Yeah.
Who was the better skillful fighter?
That's right.
Who had the better skills?
Yeah.
You know, so I'll be trying to tell people, man, but I hope we get to see it.
And another thing they missing, man, everybody don't get knocked out, bro. You gonna run into some fighters that you're not gonna knock out, bro. That's a whole fact. Like, we seen plenty of knockout artists in the fight game, but they didn't knock out every single body. It don't go like that, man. It don't go like that. Right.
Tune, you really don't know boxing like that, Tune. Like I fuck with you, Tune. I hear you talk a lot. I see you posting shit a lot, but you respectfully, you really don't know boxing like that. You said what happens with Devin Haney and Ryan? Skill pay the bills, dog. I mean, Ryan Garcia nor Devin Haney have the skill set of a Shakur Stevenson, nowhere near it. Devin Haney, I'm not even finna get into all of that, but think what you want to think. Yeah. But when that fight come around, make sure you have your money ready, dog. When that fight come around, if it come around, make sure you have your money ready.
Right. And man, that's a quick answer for Ryan and Devin, man. Them cats fought each other 6 times, man. They quite familiar with each other. So you talking about 2 B level, C level, C+ level at the most fighters fighting against each other that then fought 6 times against each other. Now 7, they know each other and they both do the same mistakes and do the same amateur stuff. It was like an amateur fight on a pro profile. You know, they get paid for fighting. That's what makes them pro. And I tell people, the word pro don't make you good. That means that you get money now. That don't mean that you good because you pro. To be an absolute professional, you know what I'm saying? You look at fighters that we watch in this fight game, man. Your Sugar Ray Leonards, your Thomas Hearns, your Shakur Stevensons, your Tank Davises. Like, these are pros. Like, that can give it to anybody, you know what I'm saying, and get it from anybody. But a lot of these pros in the game are not professional fighters in that jungle, bro. A lot of them in there surviving, doing whatever they need to do, and depend on what they need to depend on to survive. But they don't come in there with a mindset of thinking from round to round why I'm doing what I'm doing, what I'm going to do about this that he just did, you know, and making adjustments and all that. You got to be a pro to do all that right there, bro.
Yeah, no
You
doubt.
know, yeah, an average fighter don't do that, bro. The average fighter that's fighting now on TV don't fight like that.
But
that's
see,
why we got.
Yeah, he blacked out. But see, what he was saying, a lot of casual fans don't understand that. They don't understand that. They watching boxing, but they don't really know what they watching when it comes down to the, you know, just the logistics of everything. They don't know that. They just watching it. They want to see somebody get knocked out, and that's it. Heather E, salute, Queen. Now Rashad Warner, he says, let me see. It was another comment that I missed. Somebody said, can Shakur sit in the pocket versus a power puncher? That don't fucking matter. Yeah, he can do it. Of course he can sit in the pocket. Shakur know how to fight in the pocket. That's why a lot of y'all, that's why I know a lot of y'all don't know boxing like that. You don't really watch boxing like that. Yet I've seen Shakur sit in the pocket against plenty of fighters, so we know he can do it against a power puncher. But see, the thing is when you're well-rounded, you don't have to fight just one way. If Shakur see that Gervonta Davis is getting the best of him on the inside, well, you know what? Shakur has the IQ and he has the skill set to be able to go to plan B and plan C. That's the thing about being a rail-round boxer. A lot of these fighters is one-dimensional. They can't switch up the game plan. They know how to fight one way, and that's it. Shakur Stevenson can fight on the inside. He can fight at mid-range. He can fight on the outside. He can do it all. You know? But one thing I know about Gervonta Davis, he can't fight on the outside. Tank Davis, he got to be in a certain range to be able to get his shit off. Tank is not an outside fighter. He's more of a, you know, close distance, close mid-range type of fighter. So newsflash, Shakur don't have to sit in the pocket with Tank Davis. Because you're a fan and you say, oh, well, man, Tank is my favorite fighter. So I want to see Shakur sit in the pocket and go toe-to-toe with Gervonta Davis like all these other fighters that Tank been in the ring with. That don't matter what you want to see, bro. That shit don't matter. So like I said, dudes like you don't know shit about boxing. My bad, bro. You a young kid. My bad, man. My bad, bro. My bad, bro. You a young kid. I know. See, I be forgetting, man. A lot of y'all is like real young kids that I be talking to, man. So, you know, y'all really don't know boxing, but I mean, I expect that. But, and Heather, it's not about Tank knowing how to cut off the ring because, like I said, Shakur is well-rounded. So, of course, when they fight, it's going to be times that Shakur fight in the pocket against Tank. It's going to be times that he fight him at mid-range. It's going to be times that he fight him on the outside. When you have two A-plus level fighters, it's a lot of different scenarios that go into the fight game. When you really, really understand boxing and know the game and you really been in the ring and you really train fighters and I don't just talk this shit. I've been in it. So you know all of these things. And different styles make fights. Tank ain't gonna get in there and fight fucking Shakur not gonna get in there and fight Gervonta Davis like Pitbull Cruz going there and fight Gervonta Davis. It's different style fighters. So when people say, well, is Shakur gonna get in there and stand toe to toe and fight him in the pocket? That shit sounds ignorant. Like that, no offense, but that's ignorant because I mean, when did we start telling fighters how they have to fight? Like real talk, when did we start telling professional fighters, Olympic medalists, fighters that's been accomplished ever since they was little kids, well, you got to go in the ring and you got to fight this way. You got to go in the ring and you got to fight this way. Yeah, but if you don't think that Shakur can fight in the pocket, you better go back and watch some film. Shakur actually can fight in the pocket very well. Very well. And the thing is, it's crazy to me because a lot of y'all are diehard Tank fans, but then you'll say it be the same ones that say, well, man, Shakur be running. And I've literally pulled up film when Gervonta Davis is in the ring with a power puncher, he don't fight him the same. When Tank Davis get in the ring with a power puncher, we see him backpedaling and running against Rolly. We seen Gervonta Davis even running against Ryan Garcia. But the smart fighter like Tank is, he don't fight every fighter the same way. If Tank go in there and he know that he just that much better than you and you ain't got no power, then he'll bulldoze you. He'll bulldoze you. If Tank get in there with a power puncher, Tank is on his back foot, trying to stay away from that power. Tank told y'all out of his own mouth, I don't like to get hit with that shit. He told you, man, when he fought Rolly, I wasn't trying to get hit with that shit. I felt that shit and Rolly could crack. But like I said, Tank has been fortunate enough to be in the ring when it is a power puncher. They're power punchers that don't have a good skill set. So all they can do is punch. Rolly, all he could do is punch. When he fought Ryan Garcia, all Ryan was doing was throwing a left hook. So make it make sense to me. Because everybody talking about, well, man, if Shakur get in the ring against a power puncher, he running. Well, what the fuck was Tank doing when he got in the ring against a power puncher? He was doing the same shit. The only difference with Gervonta Davis is he'll end up catching you coming in because these fighters that he's fighting, the Rollies and the Ryan Garcias, they get wild. They're gonna make a mistake because they don't have a skill set on a level of a fighter like Shakur. And maybe not even a fighter like Frank Martin. And let's get into the Frank Martin conversation because y'all so mad about what Floyd Mayweather said and Tank knocks out everybody, Tank beats him, and y'all overlooking Frank Martin. Y'all overlooking Frank Martin. If and answer me this question, right? If Tank Davis is so dominant over everybody at 135, if he's so dominant over everybody, ain't nobody a match for Tank, why he in the division still? Why don't he just move up to 140? I mean, it ain't no use to be that dominant and it's impossible for anybody to be able to beat you and for you to be staying in that same division. Because I remember when Roy Jones was really dominant like that, Roy was moving up in weight divisions. When Anui was that dominant like that, Anui was moving up in weight divisions. So if Tank Davis is just so much more dominant than everybody and ain't nobody ready for Tank and everybody is under Tank, and why he even in the weight division then? I mean, y'all got to make it make sense to me. To Toon says, I've been watching boxing for over 20 years because I don't agree with you. Don't mean I don't know boxing. Shakur can't talk all this killer talk and fight like a hoe. My 750 is already put away for my bet. Fight like a hoe. Who Shakur fought like a hoe? Because you are the same niggas that talking about, oh man, Shakur was running against Edwin, but watched Knockout Boxing 86 TV put out a video showing you Shakur Stevenson's MRI that he had, right? You seen a video that I put out and a live stream that I put out, letting you know that I had Shakur Stevenson's MRI on my right here in my hand. You knew that Shakur was hurt. You seen a video of Shakur's knuckle before he fought Edwin De Los Santos, and the man knuckle was that big. The man knuckle was that big. So you knew Shakur was hurt, right? But you watched Gervonta Davis fight Pitbull Cruz, used his right and his left hand with full power and full speed for 10 rounds until he hurt his hand in the 10th round, and then Tank Davis started fighting with one hand. And the first thing you niggas always say is, man, the Pitbull Cruz, the only reason he didn't knock out Pitbull Cruz is because Pitbull Cruz it's because Tank had one hand in that fight. He was hurt. That's the first thing y'all always want to bring up when it comes to Tank and Pitbull, that he was hurt. But you never mention that Shakur Stevenson fought that whole fight against Edwin De Los Santos with one hand. Y'all ain't never mentioned that. Not one time have y'all ever mentioned that Shakur, okay, yeah, we know Shakur was hurt. We saw the fight and he fought the whole fight with one hand. But y'all always talk about, man, well, the only reason Tank, man, the Pitbull fight was close because Tank had one hand. And that was a lie. Because I challenge anybody. I challenge anybody to rewatch that fight with me and show me where Gervonta Davis only used one hand throughout that whole fight. That's a lie. Gervonta Davis hurt his hand in the 10th round. He told his coaches in the 10th round when he went back to the corner that he hurt his hand. And from the middle of the 10th round to the end of the fight, he was fighting with one hand. Before that, he used both of his hands, full speed, full power, was throwing them bitches with ferocious speed and power throughout the whole fight with Pitbull Cruz into the middle of the 10th round. And that's a fact. But see, y'all always talk about, oh man, all Shakur did was run. He run. And then be the first ones to say, well, Tank was hurt against Pitbull, but never one time mention, well, we know Shakur was hurt against Edwin. Just do what's happening with it. That's the shit that I be talking about. You want to take and see, I know what y'all be doing, right? Because y'all want to use it for your argument, just for the sake of your argument, so you can be like fucking trolls and just troll and troll and troll. Oh man, the Edwin De Los Santos fight, Shakur. That's the only fight y'all ever talk about. A fight where the man used one hand and still won. But you also don't want to talk about why Edwin De Los Santos is a PBC fighter, but Rayo got offered a Gervonta Davis fight, and Edwin De Los Santos didn't get offered a Gervonta Davis fight. Yeah, I'm going to say that again. Rayo got offered a Gervonta Davis fight, and Edwin De Los Santos did not get offered a Gervonta Davis fight. And you say, well, how you know that Rayo got offered a Gervonta Davis fight? Because Rayo's trainer, the same David Benavidez's father, David Benavidez's father went on Mill City Boxing and said out his own mouth that they were offered the Gervonta Davis fight. Once again, why did Rayo get offered a Gervonta Davis fight? The same man that got knocked out by Edwin De Los Santos knocked him out cold. But Tank Davis and his team offered Rayo a fight, but not Edwin De Los Santos. But you niggas always talking about why Shakur don't rematch Edwin De Los Santos, but y'all don't never say, well, why didn't Gervonta Davis offer Edwin De Los Santos a fight? And they with the same promoter. Like for real. Heather says, but prior to the Pitbull fight, Tank did have weird bandages on his hand during the press conference, ETB. And I'm not saying that Tank Davis had no injury, right? But what I'm saying is what I watched during the fight, Queen, what I watched when I watched that fight, because, and the reason I went back and watched the Gervonta Davis Pitbull Cruz fight, because I'm going to tell y'all the truth. My man Woke, he a huge Devin Haney fan. He's one of the biggest Devin Haney fans. And Nick J, they were on X, and it was a thread that it was a clip that they had put up of Gervonta Davis fighting Pitbull Cruz, right? One of them had put it up. I don't remember which one. And in that thread, they were arguing with people, telling people that Gervonta Davis was using both of his hands throughout the whole fight. So what I did, because I was also one of the ones that was like, oh, well, yeah, Tank was hurt against Pitbull, and it is what it is, because I only watched the fight once. So when I read the thread and I seen them, they was adamant about Gervonta Davis using his hand at full speed and full power throughout that whole fight. What I did one night before I came on here and just talked about it from some shit that I heard from somebody else, I went and studied the fight. So I went and rewatched the fight. And I'm rewatching the whole fight closely. And I'm like, man, we in the second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth. And I'm watching, like, where did Gervonta Davis hurt his hand at? Because I'm like, we in the ninth round, and he still is using his hand with full power, full speed. He still looked 1,000% healthy. He's still good. He ain't shook his hand. He ain't been tentative to throw his hand. It's like, it's still good. So I'm looking for throughout the whole fight. I'm looking like, okay, where did Tank hurt his hand? I'm watching closely. Then the 10th round come. I forget what shot he threw. And right in the 10th round, he hurt his hand and he was like shook his hand. And then after that, from that point on, he started fighting Pitbull with one hand. He started fighting Pitbull with one hand. He went back to the corner, and he was telling his corner that I hurt my hand. My hand hurt. I hurt my hand. And they was like, Barry Hunter was like, man, fuck your hand. You can deal with that later. You got to go out there because it was a close fight. They was telling him it was a close fight. You got to go out there and you just got to suck that shit up. And it's crazy because the 11th round, Pitbull really put it on Tank. And the 12th round, Tank went and he pulled it out, man. He fought with one hand and he outclassed Pitbull in the 12th round. So all of that shit about he fought the whole fight with one hand, I don't care what nobody say. I'm not saying it just because, oh man, I'm hating on Tank. No, I went back and watched that fight, and he ain't fight that whole fight with one hand. But if you go watch Shakur fight with Edwin De Los Santos, he really fought that fight with one hand until the very end, and he threw, he started throwing a few left hands, and it wasn't really that much. But he fought that fight. He was really hurt with one hand. And I'm not saying Tank wasn't hurt, but he was still throwing that hand with full power, full speed. And he wasn't, holding back on it at all. My man, True Religion says, Ryan supplement just came back contaminated. Oh, shit. I didn't see that, dog. Man, I'm gonna get off this live, but I'm gonna give my man Josh Gallimore, because me and Josh, just like me and Knockout, we gonna go at it when it comes to Tank and Shakur, but we ain't gonna get emotional and want to meet up and fight because I think that Shakur beats Tank and he think that Tank beats Shakur. But we definitely gonna go at it. We can disagree. That's what boxing is about. That's why everybody in here, even if you say that Shakur ain't shit and Shakur, that's why we talking about it, because both of these fighters is really like that. I know Tank is like that. I know Tank is one of them fighters. I know that. Just don't think he fucking with Shakur, but like I said, you know, if Shakur get in there and if Shakur get in there and he let Tank intimidate him, Tank will beat him. But yeah, there go the link. Josh, grab it, and then I'm gonna let you cook, and then we're gonna get up off this thing. What's happening with it, my guy?
What's happening, man? What's good, ETB? What's up, man?
What up? Hey, you pulling up to the fight?
Yeah, or to the Tank versus Frank?
Yeah.
Shit, you already know, nigga. I'm up. Yeah, I'm up in there. I'm gonna be up in. I thought that shit was gonna be up in Houston, man. I was about to. I ain't gonna hold you. I prefer that shit be in Houston, but I said, fuck, it's all good. I'm still pull up anyway.
Yeah. I wanted to be in Houston too, cause you know, but I'm in the building though.
For sure. But yeah, man, you know I had to get up there. Anytime you sit up there talking that shit about Tank and Shakur. Listen, first time, let me say this. I know I say Tank beat Shakur. I truly believe that. Like, I wholehearted. I got money and all that shit, but it ain't no knock on Shakur. I think Shakur a good fighter. I think he real good. It's no knock on him. Just because I feel that Tank can beat it don't mean I think everybody else can. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I still got Shakur beating everybody else at 135 and probably most at 140. Only person I probably got him giving him some trouble and whatnot might be Matias. And I think that's with everybody. But outside of that, I still got him beaten. You feel me? So I think, it's not. I just think Tank. I just think, bro, when I look at the intangibles with the shit, just like you break down the fights, and generally we agree for the most part. You know what I'm saying? But I think with the Tank versus Shakur, bro, I think Shakur does things better than Tank. But I think in a sense you haven't really seen Shakur do something that Tank can do. I think if you have, it's more so like I think you've seen Tank do stuff that Shakur can't do more often than you've seen Shakur do stuff that Tank can't. Tank can't. You feel what I'm saying? I think Tank got a little bit more, and I think also with that power, I think he is. Sometimes people say like, Shakur he boxes better than Tank, but it's more so like if I know I got this shit up on me, I might take a couple more risks to for you to get yours off. That way I can get mine in. If I know my one equals up to your 20, man, I'll let you let you tee off on me real quick so I can get you up out of there. You know what I'm saying? It's more so the thing that to whereas I'm not gonna use everything in my toolbox. Jerron Booth said it best. He said, if when it comes down to it, if you got a toolbox and all you need is your wrench and your hammer, you're not gonna really need your full toolbox and shit. You're just gonna use that wrench and the hammer to get the job done. You feel what I'm saying? Whereas people that don't really have that power, they got to use a good, they got to use something in there. So I think it's more so one of those situations to whereas when it comes to them, I think, and this is just my opinion. I could be proven wrong, but I don't think I will. But I just think it's more so. I think Tank bring a little bit more versatility because you've seen him fight differently in his fights. You feel what I'm saying? Like all his opponents. I know you said he always thinks the same flat-footed Mexicans. Like, bro, come on now, bro. Pitbull don't fight like Hector Garcia. Hector Garcia don't fight like Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia don't fight like Pedraza. Pedraza don't fight like Barrios.
They all are fighters that are defensively irresponsible. They all are fighters that make huge defensive mistakes. And if you are not a defensive responsible fighter and you try to come towards Tank or you make big mistakes, he's going to catch you. That's what I'm saying. Those type of fighters that are more so, they don't have the boxing skills that a Frank Martin do. They don't have those type of boxing skills to where they can turn you, they can fight on the outside, they're you know what I'm saying, they can make you miss and make you pay. They don't have those type of skill sets.
Well, if you say that, if you say that, let's keep the same thing with Shakur. Who was Shakur fought that got all that then?
This is the thing though, right? I've never said that Shakur has fought somebody on the level of a Gervonta Davis because we know
I'm not talking about. I'm not talking about on the level of a Gervonta Davis. I'm just talking about that's been like super defensively sound. Who has Shakur fought that's really defensive like that? To say so? To say so just got beat by Navarrete slow ass. So I don't want to hear this.
You know that Conceição won that fight. Come on, dog. You know.
Man, okay, yeah, I think that. I don't know. I think that was a good ass fight. I just feel like
I still don't think that Shakur I don't think that Shakur has fought somebody that was a well-rounded fighter like that, right? I think that
it's not a shit on him, by the way.
I think that De Los Santos, I think that Edwin De Los Santos definitely is a well-rounded fighter. I think Edwin De Los Santos, he can box, he's explosive, he got a lot of power, he got speed, footwork. I think that Shakur fought Edwin, and he did it with one hand. So Shakur has showed me that he can beat a very dangerous fighter that can do everything. If he have to, he gonna find a way to win, dog. That's all that matters when it come down in the sport of boxing. Can you find a way to win? No matter how ugly it gotta be, how dirty it got, can you find a way to win? In that fight, he only had one hand. Like anybody that's gonna keep it real will tell you, yeah, we seen he was fighting with one hand.
But what was he gonna do with both hands? Shakur don't be like Shakur. It's not like he don't really be beating the shit out. Like he wasn't gonna do nothing crazy with it. Like come on now.
Shakur has
look at his last fight. What you mean?
Hold on. Every fighter, his last fight before that, he stopped the dude.
Yoshino? Come on now, bro. Okay, I ain't gonna go there, but okay, I'm here. I'm listening.
With Oscar Valdez, he dropped Oscar Valdez and fucking basically shut him out.
I mean, he dropped him, but that was like more so like that wasn't really.
It was skill.
That was more so of a turn type, a pivot type. He didn't like. It was kind of like a.
Robinson.
I don't know if that was
Robinson Conceição. He beat the fuck out of Robinson Conceição, and he dropped Robinson Conceição, hurt him. Now I think you should have stopped Robinson Conceição because he had him hurt several times in that fight, right?
Yeah. I saw that fight too.
Jamel Herring, he stopped him. So I mean, we not gonna act like Shakur is just going in there. We cannot hold Shakur to the Edwin De Los Santos fight when he was hurt. That's all people want to talk about. But when we get
here's the thing, right? Okay, my bad. Excuse me.
But okay. So when it comes to Tank, man, because you said something that Tank does things that you know that Shakur can't do, right? Or things like or something like that, right?
Mm-hmm. Right. He does more things that Shakur can't do versus Shakur. Tank can do more things that Shakur can't do versus Shakur can do that Tank can.
Like what?
That's what I said. You said like what?
Yeah.
Can I explain?
Okay, well, let me, and I'll let you explain it. But the only thing to rebuttal that real quick, the only thing that I think that Tank has in his arsenal that Shakur don't have, or he has on a much higher level than Shakur, is his power and his explosiveness. That's it.
Footwork? I think he has better footwork than Shakur.
Hell no.
What are you talking about? Hell no. Yes, he do.
Way.
No.
Facts.
Nowhere at all.
Facts.
Not at all.
Shakur don't use his footwork like that, bro.
You wouldn't eat that much leather. If your footwork was that good, you wouldn't eat that much punches.
Didn't you just hear what the fuck I said earlier, bro?
I ain't your nigga. My name's Val.
Well, okay, Val, whatever the fucking name is, bro. Didn't you hear what I just said earlier?
Yeah, it's Val. That's what it is.
Okay, bet. All right, okay, bet then, Val. Okay, bet then, Val. Check it out there. Didn't you hear what I said earlier, the ECB? Whereas if Tank got that type of power, he can probably afford to take a couple more risks because his one equals up to that 20. So you sitting there saying, man, he'd take all that leather. That's the part of bro, it's a method to that type of madness, bro. Like, come on, now stop with the bullshit, bro.
But hold on real quick. Josh, let me tell you something to what you said, because a lot of people say that about Tank, right? But Tank Davis said himself, he debunked what you just said, because Tank said, I don't like to get hit. I don't want to get hit in the ring. He said, don't nobody like to get hit. I don't be want to get hit. Tank said that.
Well, Tank also said he do like to get hit.
No. Tank said that he does not want to get hit. He said, I don't be want to get hit. I don't like to get hit. So people say, oh, well, Tank does that because, he'll take. He said the opposite. He said he don't want to take no hits. He don't want to take no punishment. That's what Tank said. So you can't say that.
What fights have you seen to where somebody would just appreciate you? Oh, it's all good. Appreciate you, man. Good night. Thank you, sir. What fights have you seen to where somebody was just beating the dog shit out of Tank?
That's not what we're talking about.
I'm not talking about you. I'm talking to the brother right there. I'm talking to the gentleman below me and shit like that. What fights you seen when somebody was beating the fuck out of Tank? Because I ain't seen one.
What point is you making though? Because what I want to.
You said what point am I making?
Yeah.
What point am I making in addition to what question is you asking, bro?
What I'm speaking on is, first of all, I want to know: have you been in the ring?
Yes, I've been in the ring.
Okay, so
that Mustafa boxing indicator. I've been up over there. Yeah, for sure. I've been up over there.
So on the pro level and in a boxing ring, no one wants to take no damn punch. Ain't no such thing as I'm giving you 5 before I can get 1. That's some bullshit. Don't nobody.
What the fuck you mean? Is no such thing? That's literally what happens, bro.
No. What I'm saying is, just let me talk, bro. I let you talk.
Oh, excuse me.
So what I'm saying is this here. Every fighter that get in them ropes take a chance just getting in there. So you're going to take a chance. But if a fighter can do something about taking punches, he'll do something about taking punches. He'll not take them if he can. So you said everything that Shakur can do, that Tank can do everything Shakur can do. No, Tank cannot get away from punches. He can't.
Yes, he can. Yes, he can. Reason why Tank said he wants to entertain the fans. He said that out of his mouth. I don't care
what Tank say. We watch Tank fight from the amateurs,
nigga.
Bro.
What you mean you don't care what he say? If he's doing what he says he's doing, then how can you say you don't care what he's? If he's doing what he says if he's doing exactly what I just said, then how can you not? How can you say you don't care? He's doing exactly what he said.
Let me ask you a question.
What are you saying?
Let me ask you a question. We take away the equalizer, right? We know he got that equalizer, right? We take away that equalizer. So you see Tank undefeated right now with the equalizer gone? Like
if he fights,
he couldn't punch. He just going off his boxing skills. Couldn't punch though.
No. If he fights the same, if he fights those same fights, how he did, and he didn't have power, no. But that's the reason. Like, what the fuck fucking if nigga like that? What the fuck are we talking about?
The point I'm gonna make. Let me finish. I'm gonna give you the second part.
That don't make no sense.
Pernell Whitaker wasn't knocking out people, but he was beating their ass. Punches, they hit hard at him. They hit hard at him. So if you got to depend on the knockout to win a fight, bro, you already lost a fight with an A-class fighter like Shakur Stevenson.
Get the hell out of here, bro. We ain't gonna compare no Pernell Whitaker defense and no Shakur defense. Stop that.
Davis, bro. I'm convinced that he'll smash him, bro.
He will. Put your money on it then.
He will smash.
Put some big bread on it then. Because I got big bread. Put some big bread on it then if you feel that way. Put some big bread on it then. Me and you can exchange it for all that. For real. We can bet that. Okay, bet. What's that?
I'm almost finished.
Okay.
The reason why I'm totally convinced that he will smash Tank Davis, because my brother, the host, mentioned something. He said Shakur go in there and don't be intimidated by Tank. Now, what I want to say to you, bro, this is what I know about Shakur personally. Shakur is a dog, bro. He ain't intimidated by nobody. He ain't gonna be intimidated by Tank. He ain't gonna be intimidated by no fighter you get in the ring.
Your version, I don't know what the fuck your version of no dog is, bro.
He's a dog head in that ring.
No, he ain't.
What he does, he's a boxing phenomenal, and he's
a great boxer. He ain't no dog.
Bro,
I'll stand on that. He ain't no dog.
Bro, you don't understand.
That's my opinion. He ain't no dog.
You don't understand the term dog I'm using. That's what gives him confidence, because he know he's a boxer. He's a boxing phenomenal, and he knows.
Okay, in that regard, he is. In that regard.
You ain't gonna try. That's what makes him a dog, bro. He stays in this
ring.
He stays
Floyd
in this ring.
Floyd was a dog. Floyd would sit up there and get up in there.
He was a dog.
Shakur ain't gonna do that. Put Floyd in them shoes. Put Floyd in them shoes with Shakur was with De Los Santos. Man, Floyd could get up in there. He don't need to sit up there doing all that shit.
Talking about,
With one hand.
Hold on. You can't continue to talking about the De Los Santos because you know that Shakur fought that fight with one hand.
One hand, bro.
I don't think that fight. If he would have, man, I ain't gonna lie. I don't think it don't make no it don't make no fucking difference, bro. Trust me, I'm telling you that right now. That shit is not.
Fighter don't have their left hand.
Bruh, I bet you Tank Davis don't beat
What
De
I'm-
Los Santos.
what
with
I'm
one
saying
hand.
is-
I bet you.
what
Tank
I'm saying
Davis
is
can't
his
beat
game-
De Los Santos with one hand.
I bet you the fuck he can.
Because he ain't got the defense to beat
I bet you the
him,
fuck he can.
Bruh, he ain't
I
got
bet
the
you he
defense
can.
to beat him.
Well, why
He
ain't-
don't
Man,
have the defense
well,
to beat him.
man, fuck an F, nigga. Fuck an
He
F,
ain't got
nigga.
the defense to
Fuck
beat
an
him.
F. I don't give a fuck about no F's, nigga. The fact is, when they fight,
Why didn't he fight?
bro.
Why did
You
he?
said, how can he?
Hold on.
Yeah.
Answer this.
Oh,
Why did
I'm listening to you.
Gervonta Davis, wait, hold on. Why did Gervonta Davis's team or Gervonta Davis, however you want to put it, why did they offer Rayo Valenzuela a fight, but didn't offer Edwin De Los Santos a fight?
They offer right. Hold on, wait a minute. So they had it on the table and Tank chose who? They had it on the table and Tank chose who? He chose Frank. So I don't want to hear, man. Why do they offer Rayo, man?
But why didn't they not offer? Why didn't they
De Los
offer
Santos.
that Edwin De Los Santos?
Who
Why
the
would
fuck?
they
No.
offer?
Okay. I get what
They
you're
don't
trying. I
want
get
that
where you're going
smoke.
at.
I know,
Hold on.
bro. They don't want that
Man,
smoke.
man, shut up, nigga. You don't know shit.
don't want
I
that
get where you're
smoke.
going at. I get where you're going at. I get where you're going at with ECB. He's
This ain't nothing perfect.
because Edwin De Los Santos is a dangerous fighter, which I also concur with. Then you say, man, they probably didn't want to offer him because of that. That's a good point. But at the same token, you don't know that for sure. Frank is how far in the is who's higher in the rankings, Frank or Edwin De Los Santos?
Well,
And who did Tank pick?
Hold on. But this is
Okay.
the thing. Just between us, right? Fuck all that
Right.
other shit. Right? Who won when Edwin De Los Santos and Ryu fought? What happened?
Oh, Edwin. He got in his ass. He got in his
Edwin
ass for
knocked
sure.
him out, right? Cleaned
For
this
sure.
shit cold. Now, so why would you offer a fight to the fighter that lost to Edwin, got knocked out by Edwin, but you didn't offer Edwin a fight?
If you a dog.
And promoter.
If
Hold
you a
up, stop,
dog.
man. Cut that shit up. Hold up. Did Tank? Hold up. Wait a minute. Hold up. This is not for you, ATV. This is for him. If you talking about since Tank, if he a dog, Tank didn't choose if he wanted to fight Rayo, Frank, and all them nigga. That's his team. Yo, so get the fuck out of here with that. If you a dog shit. Tank chose to fight Frank,
He
nigga.
can fight who he want to fight. You niggas was just saying
Did
Tank
that,
can fight who he want
nigga,
to fight.
when the fuck did he say he was gonna fight Rayo then?
Nigga,
I
he
don't want to hear
said
that
fight
shit.
who
He
want
chose to fight
nigga.
Frank. It's gonna happen on June 15th in Vegas, nigga. And I'm gonna be there.
Man,
You can come see me in
every
person, nigga.
fan say
Fuck
that
you
he the
talking about? I don't want to hear that
cash
shit.
cow, and he can fight who
I
he
don't want to hear
wanna
that
fight.
shit.
Well,
He
He the
cash
fuck
cow.
can
He
fight who we want to
who he
fight.
want.
Well,
Whoever
check this
Tank
out.
So he can't?
tell them he want to fight,
So he
that's who they
can't?
gonna put in the ring.
So he
Tank
can't.
is a cash cow, nigga.
So he
Whoever
can't?
tell them they want to fight, that's
So
who they
he
gonna put in the
can't?
ring. He's the
So he
boss.
can't.
He's
Hey,
the
check this
boss.
Tank can
out.
fight whoever the fuck he want to fight, but he fighting the people y'all want to see him with. Point blank
Check
period.
this out. I'm gonna find out because I know that Ryu was offered to fight. Now I'm gonna find out
Right.
why Ryu didn't get to fight. I don't know if it was because of Ryu and his team, they said no, or if it was Tank that stepped in and said, nah, I don't want to fight him. I don't know, but I know
Right.
that Ryu's trainer, David Benavidez's dad, said out of his own mouth, we were offered the Gervonta Davis fight. He said that. Now Mill City Boxing.
From who? From who though? Not Tank though, but Tank's team, correct?
Huh? What?
From Tank's team though. From Tank's whoever Tank deal with when he negotiating fights, that was offered from Tank's team though, correct? Not Tank.
He just said that we were offered the Gervonta Davis fight.
Okay.
Oh, he said,
All right.
he said that they were, and I don't know why they didn't elaborate on
Neither
it.
the fuck do I.
I don't know why my man Mill didn't get him to elaborate what happened, but it was just that he said that they were offered to fight.
Right. Yeah, so okay, my thing is my thing is if he gets offered these people, right, but he chooses the best competitor out of them, how the fuck is this brother sitting up here talking about he not a dog? That shit don't make no type of fucking sense to me.
Shakur the best fighter at 135.
Out of the fighters that he shut the fuck up, dude. All of them is on PBC, nigga. All of them is on PBC. Nigga, I'm talking to you, nigga. I'm gonna be in Vegas. You gonna be in Vegas? You gonna be in Vegas? I'll give you my roast. I'll give you a roll seat up. You can pull up on this nigga. We'll be there. You can pull up on us. I'll be there. You gonna be in Vegas?
Let me know you corny, man. How old are you, bro? 20.
Let's the fuck up, bro. I don't want to hear that shit.
Keep living, bro. Keep living.
Yeah, I'm 26.
Yeah,
26.
Keep living, man. When you look
A
back
son,
on the tape,
26, a son and a daughter.
like a fool.
You're right. 26 is a son and a daughter.
You sound like an amateur, man. You don't even know me telling me to pull up, man. Stand, be quiet.
Man, we ain't finna.
I ain't say pull up. I ain't say pull up.
We ain't finna do all that. We ain't finna.
My point is, I don't like nobody sitting up here talking about some bullshit when they sound stupid as hell.
Bruh,
You talking some
ain't no
bullshit because you trying to discredit. I'm not trying to discredit Shakur. You trying to discredit Tank. I'm not trying to discredit Shakur. You trying to discredit Tank though. I ain't going for that shit. I don't give a fuck if I know the man or not. I do that shit with anybody.
Man,
and that's just how it's gonna go.
But like I said, man, this shit it get me frustrated because we sitting here talking all this shit, right? I want to see the motherfucking fight because I want to take your motherfucking
Me too.
money. I want to see the fight. It frustrates me. I get a headache talking about this shit because it's like, man, my patience is wearing thin with this shit.
I agree, mine too. I want to see it too.
Talking all that shit in all my comments. I need to see this fight happen.
And everybody got the right to choose their own horse in the race, bro. Just because I'm pro Shakur, that don't mean I'm sitting on Tank. Because I'm pro Shakur, I'm pro Shakur, and I say Shakur the best at 135. Nigga, that's my choice.
I don't got no problem with that. I don't got no problem with that.
The best at 135. That's your choice.
Right.
That's your opinion.
Look here, I don't got no problem with no. If you look in the comments, and I'm calm right now, but if you look in the comments, you'll see I said I don't have any problem with somebody saying that to me Shakur is better than Tank. As a matter of fact, I commented under that video that ETB had, and you commented back. I said, look here, bro, I don't have no problem with no. If Floyd said it being said, and it's I ain't even gonna get into all that, but if Floyd said it being said that Shakur is better than Tank, that's good. That sells the fight. That sells the fight. Because right now, there's a lot of people saying that Shakur ain't shit, but we need people saying that confirming, because what Shakur is, that Shakur is on that level. You feel what I'm saying? So people saying that Shakur can beat Tank for sure. Everybody should say that. I want as many people to say that as they can, because that's gonna sell the fight. And when they actually do fight, and let me finish. When they actually do fight, then it's gonna be that's gonna be a good W for whoever. So you see what I'm saying? So yeah, we can do that.
I'm gonna tell you how boxing is now that this social media shit has taken over. Like I said earlier, right? If we put up a poll right now, if we put a poll asking all these boxing fans, is Shakur a good fighter or is he ain't shit? It'll probably overwhelmingly be people telling you that Shakur ain't was run. And that lets you know that most of these motherfuckers really don't know shit about
they don't know for real.
At all.
That's all it is. That's all it is. I know.
In an A+ level fighter, Shakur ain't like that. You don't know shit about boxing. I
agree.
Tell you that, oh man, Tank ain't shit. What the fuck I look like telling you that, oh man, Tank ain't shit? I know that both of these fighters are like that. I just think that Shakur's on a different level when it comes to an all-around skillful fighter. And y'all got it twisted because Shakur don't have, like, let's say one punch knockout power or power like that, but he has respectable power. Floyd Mayweather had respectable power to where you just not finna walk through his shit. Gervonta Davis ain't just gonna get in the ring and let Shakur hit him with whatever he wants. Bro, I
don't think he's gonna be able to, but I think he's gonna be able to. Shakur, he don't have anything that's gonna be able to really fuck with Tank, especially the people that Tank fought. He don't have anything for Tank in that regard. That's a fact.
Let me ask you this here, bro. That fight go 12 rounds. Tank win that fight if it goes 12 rounds, bro.
I believe so. Yes, I believe he can beat him in the points and he can knock him out. Yes, I do believe that wholeheartedly.
I think the only chance Tank got is to knock out Shakur.
That's the only chance he got for that fight.
I'll put it to you this way. I see that fight, and I'm not saying it's going to go exactly like this. It'll be something similar to whereas if it goes 12, it'll be like Canelo versus Jamel Charlo. What I'm saying is I'm saying Shakur is more skilled than Jamel Charlo, yes. But I'm talking about in regards to that type of outcome. It'll be something similar to that. He's not going to engage.
The reason why it can't be, bro. If you really study Shakur, he don't lose rounds, and he been doing this consistently.
So
he don't lose rounds. He don't lose rounds in fights. I'm talking about his whole
I don't want to hear Consay Sound. I don't want to hear Jamel Harris. I don't want to hear about them. Okay, well, you know what?
I'm talking about his whole career. Every fight he have, he don't lose rounds. So that means he got to be sound. He got to be sound mentally, bro, to be focused on that. A lot of fighters lose rounds and don't even realize they lose rounds.
Listen, I'll put it to you this way. He lose, when Tank, he gonna lose rounds because he want to get him up out of there quick and early. Just like I said, if he got a hammer and a wrench, fuck all that, bro. Let me go ahead and let you, first off, I ain't seen a fight where somebody was beating the dog shit out of Tank, but even still, if I got to let you maybe get a couple hits in, and I know I got one to get you up out of there, I'll let you go and tee off real quick so we can get the job done, and you with probably 5 or 6. Easy money.
This is all make-believe right now, right? Because in order for the fight to happen, Tank got to put his foot forth and say, you know what? Go give me Shakur Stevenson next. That's the fight I want, right? So right now, this all make-believe. But what's real is June the 15th, he got Frank Martin.
You got that right.
So with Frank Martin, right, because everybody want to look over Frank Martin, this is going to be when he get in there against Frank Martin, it's going to answer a lot of questions.
Mm-hmm.
Can he afford to lose rounds, brother? Can he afford to lose rounds against Frank?
Because Frank Martin,
yes. First off, he a better boxer than Frank and a better puncher. So I don't see Frank he's not going to beat Tank. I know for a fact. I already have money as is in that fight. So I ain't worried about that.
Hell on YouTube if Frank fuck around and beat Tank.
Yes, it sure is. And I'm gonna eat some crow. Hey, ECB, my phone about to go dead, so I can't get on too much longer. But yeah, man, it was a good ride. I had to get up on here real quick. I was at the barber. I was literally up in the chair when you told me you was gonna drop the links. I was like, shit, I can't really rap with you, but yeah, man, appreciate you having me on. Hey, brother, it ain't no hard feelings, bro. Sometimes we get a little, it's just, but at the end of the day, man, we grown, man. So I apologize if I came at you a little sideways, but I'm passionate about these fights, man. You know what I'm saying? So, and if you see me in person, for sure, you hear me? You understand? Exactly. Me too, brother. So, like I said, I apologize about that. But yeah, man, appreciate you having me on, man. Salute everybody in the chat. It's boxing at the end of the day. I don't know Tank. I don't know none of these niggas. So, at the end of the day, when it really boils down, I really don't give a fuck. But you know what I'm saying? Just my opinion, and that's all it is, man. So y'all do your thing, man. I'll let y'all. I'm going to get back on to these babies, man. Take care, all right?
All right, bro. Be safe, man.
To wrap it up myself. But like
sure,
I'm telling you, man, that Frank Martin, don't overlook Frank Martin because
you can't.
If Frank Martin, if he go in there and he's not letting the lights and Gervonta Davis trying to bully him and shit like that, but if he don't let all that shit get to him and he just focused and he like, nah, I'm better than him. I'm gonna go in here and show the world. We got a fight on our hands.
And I just hope, I hope one thing I hope about Frank, and I hope he listens. Somebody tell him, don't cheat the game and mess around and do something like sleep with your girl or something and all that. Be disciplined. If he can be disciplined and come in that fight disciplined, don't cheat the fight game, bro. He got a 50-50 shot at that fight.
Yeah. Everybody overlooking him, man, but he definitely got a shot, man.
Yeah, but see, one thing fans don't know that I know as an ex-professional fighter, that some fighters cheat the game and the fans don't know they be cheating, bro. Some fighters will sleep with their girl 4 days before the fight, because they weak, you know what I'm saying? And they do it, and bro, that's cheating the game, because now your legs ain't gonna be right. As soon as you get caught with a nice shot, bro, your legs wobbling, when they could have stood up, man, if you'd have stayed on the training camp and stayed true to the game. I just hope he stayed true to the game, then he'll have a shot at this here. Because the professionals like Tank and Shakur, bro, they know not to cheat the game. They coming with everything. Tank is biting down real heavy for this fight. He ain't playing with that Frank Martin shit, bro. Tank coming in there with every trick out the book for this fight here, bro. He coming.
He coming, man. and I can't wait to see it because, like I said, it's gonna answer a lot of questions about Gervonta Davis more so for me because I want to see how he can fight against somebody else that can really box and that got footwork and that got athleticism and things that's nature.
And counterpunch good too.
Yeah.
Frank's
so
a great counterpunch. Yeah.
And then I want to see how his mental is if he is in a tough fight against somebody that's tit for tat with him that he can't just hit with some big shit. Now, how are you gonna respond to that? Right?
Yeah.
How are you gonna respond if you just can't just walk through somebody and knock them out? You know, when it get into later rounds. So you know, we hopefully we get to see a hell of a fight, but you know, I ain't gonna overlook Frank Martin at all for sure.
I can't do it, man. As a boxing fan, as an ex-fighter, I can't overlook him. I know how this thing go. Anything can happen on any given Sunday.
Man. You got a channel or anything you want to plug?
No, I don't have no channel right now. I'm about to be moving out to Nevada though. Wait, where you at? Where your channel at? What state you in?
Oh, I'm in AZ now. Yeah, I'm in AZ.
Oh, I used to stay in Mesa, man.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Yeah, I used to work at EOS Fitness.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, for 2 years. The one on Alma School Road.
Yeah.
Yeah, I worked there for 2 years, man. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm probably gonna be going to Top Rank or either Floyd Gym, and I'm about to start training some fighters again, man. I was training fighters in New York when I was up there.
Oh, that's dope. Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, for sure, man. You know, pull up anytime, man. Anytime you see me live, if I drop a video, comment for sure, man. It was good cooking with you.
Cool, man. Yep, I'll be in Vegas, moving out there next month sometime. My daughter got accepted in UNLV.
Oh, that's dope, man.
So I'm going out there with her. I can't send her out there by herself at 17.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes,
so
sir,
I'm
man.
going out there. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, like I said, man, it was dope chopping it up with you. You know, somebody that know boxing. You know, like I said, a lot of these dudes, man, they just be now. And I ain't talking about my man Josh, but I'm saying a lot of these dudes that be in my comments and just you read the most outrageous shit.
Oh man, they get personal, man. I done heard you go against Tank, boy. You got to be a bitch. You got to be this. You got to be all kind of stuff.
Yeah, but I just want to see the fight, man. I'm antsy to see that fight. But if Frank fuck around and pull off the upset, man, it's gonna change a lot of shit in boxing.
And I told people if he do pull off the upset, we want Frank next. Don't be bringing us Tank. You know what I'm saying? We'll get that down the line, but we want the best. We want Frank. We going at that title.
But they got it. You know, Tank got an immediate rematch clause in the contract.
Oh, that was smart.
Yeah, he got a rematch clause in there. So, you know, if he do lose, it will be a rematch. It will be a run back.
So what you think about rematch clause? Where do you see the mindset of the fighter when they do that? Do you think that they saying like anything can happen, like I might get cut or something and I want that fight back? Or do you think they actually think that they could take an L or it might be a tough fight? What you think about that rematch clause?
I mean, well, as a fighter, you know that anything can happen, right? And fans, they look at a lot of these fighters like superheroes. If it's their favorite fighter, they don't see them losing. But a fighter know that, hey, we in here and anything can happen.
Right.
I'm not overlooking this man. Anything can happen. I know I might go in there. I might not have the best night. I know I might go in there. He might just catch me with some shit that I don't see. They know that anything can happen. So a champion or a fighter on a high level, you know, they always usually gonna have that rematch clause in place for themselves. Because they're the A side. That's why you always see the A side have a rematch clause in place just in case. Yeah.
It's a smart move.
But then sometimes you get fighters that's cocky, like Lomachenko, that don't see no way this fighter he getting in the ring with can beat him, and he ain't got no rematch clause. And remember, Lomo did that with Tio.
Yeah.
He ain't see no way that Tio was gonna beat him. Didn't even ask for a rematch clause, and we seen how that shit turned out.
Yeah, and he know he wanted one in there.
Yep. But man, I'm gonna get ready to wrap it up, man. Like I said, man, I appreciate you. Man, anytime I'm on, like I said, you welcome, man.
Got you, brother. You have a good night, man.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And y'all smash the like button. Smash on the like button. I appreciate everybody that came through, commented, And y'all already know how I do. There you go, talking that boxing again. And we gone. We out. Salute to everybody in the building, though.